Hello, BookTube. Hello, friends. Welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth. And as you can see, I am in the car today. We are having a dental day. Not for me, but both my kids. Katie is in right now, and she's getting a exam and cleaning done and all of that because all of last year, I don't think we did that because of COVID. It was just too hard to do anything. And even now, they don't want me in there. I have to wait in the car because, they just want as few people as possible. So they've got this parallel parking right here in front. And since I've got Emily with me, I can just run in and out and sign papers and do whatever while we're here. Anyway, Emily's got an appointment after this, but hers is in Orlando because of her exceptionality. She needs to be sedated to get a cavity filled. She's had her exam and now she needs to get a cavity filled. And so we're on our way to Orlando as soon as Katie gets done. Katie's in her own car, and then she's going to go do some other stuff and we're going to head out. Anyway, long story short, long story long. I thought I would just start a reading vlog and catch you up on what I have been doing for the past couple of days. It is officially day 2 of the Little House Readathon. And what did I read yesterday for day 1 of the Readathon? I did not read any Little House books because I have this horrible habit of, pretty much for any readathon, I am so busy trying to finish up whatever I was reading because I can't just put it down. I have to try to finish it. And so I'm always late starting my books for the readathon. And that's pretty much how I live my life. I have this horrible habit of not being able to put down whatever I'm in the middle of to do a readathon. I always feel like I need to try to finish up what I started. And I have a lot of things started. And so I knew that I wasn't going to finish all of them before this readathon. In fact, I may not even finish some of them by this month because I've got a pretty big TBR for this month. But I had a couple of books that were just plaguing me that I needed to finish for one reason or another. Even for just mental peace of mind. And so here's what I did yesterday. Well, let's see. Saturday, I did finish Ready Player 2. I did a little Friday reads on Saturday and I said that I was working to finish 4 books before starting my Little House books. So on Saturday, I finished Ready Player 2. I've already returned that to the library, and I've already returned my Overdrive copy and everything. I think. If I haven't, I will. And then I had an Amish Christmas themed book that I had checked out, physical copy from the library since Christmas, and a digital audio copy on Hoopla is going to expire in just a couple of days. So I got half of that done on Saturday. And so then Sunday I got up, did my chapters of the Bible because I'm reading the Bible in 90 days. Got all my devotional stuff done, went to church, got back, and then I ran some errands, did some grocery shopping. So finally, by the time I got to the house, I still had not finished one of the short stories in that Amish book. And so I got that done, but still so much of the day had already passed that by the time I got that done, I thought, well, I may as well just go ahead and finish this one. This has been plaguing me since Ribset. Toponymity by Bemelmans, Marciano. And I got it all done last night except for maybe about, 20 pages or so. And I kind of skimmed through them just to see if maybe my brain would let me just consider that done. And no, I didn't. I got up this morning. I did all my Bible chapters again, and I had a little bit of time before we had to leave for the dentist, and so I read a few more pages, and I still have this much right here from page 135 to 158 starts the afterword, and that's a few pages. The notes start on 162. So I will get to there, and then I will skim the last few pages of notes. There's notes and index, and I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'll consider it done when I get to the notes. And so at midnight, I finally put this down, And I thought, well, I will just listen to Prairie Fires while I go to sleep. And I did. I ended up having it going in my ears, I think, all night. And I was kind of just, I know that's not a good way to sleep, but I don't know. I'm really not conscious of what it was saying, but when I woke up in the morning, it was still playing. and and it was interesting. And so I think that I will definitely go back and start it over, because I caught some of what they were saying as I was waking up. But anyway, it's ridiculous to, I should have put a sleep timer on, and I don't think about that. Audiobooks are equipped, at least digital audiobooks are equipped with sleep timers. I don't know why I didn't think to do that. So it would just played in my ear all night. So anyway, I'm going to start this today. So while Emily, I said all that to say, once we get to Orlando and Emily is in the dentist chair and I'm going to have some reading time, then I will either go ahead and read this, or I will finish the last 20 pages of this. Hopefully both. I can get some of both done, because she goes to a dentist that does anesthesia because of the nature of her exceptionality. That's the politically correct way to say it. She has autism and is not really able to you know, open her mouth and keep it open on command. You know, she's just not able to do that. So she is going to be under anesthesia. We already know she has a cavity, and they're going to take care of that and do a cleaning and all of that while she's in anesthesia. So then she has to have time to wake up and all that. So we're going to be there a couple of hours, and I'll have some reading time. So, meanwhile, I did start another non-Laura book here in the car. I have been listening to this just today, this morning, on the way to the dentist, and this is really good. I'm enjoying this a lot so far. Big Stone Gap by Adriana Trigiani. And so I'm going to continue to listen to that on the way there. I could listen on my phone, but I don't have like a Bluetooth thing to hook it into my speaker, and it's just hard to hear what's on my phone, so it's just easier in the car to listen to a CD. And so I won't get any more on Prairie Fires done until I get home. And that's about it. That's my reading update for right now. We are gonna head out and go to Emily's dentist. I would love to say we're gonna get some lunch, but she's not allowed to eat before this, and I'm just gonna fast with her because I think that's fair. And then we will eat something afterwards, if she even feels like eating afterwards. I don't know. I'll definitely get something to eat afterwards. Maybe some ice cream. That would probably be good for a person who has just had a cavity filled. They could get some ice cream, maybe. I don't know. Unless her mouth is sensitive. We shall see. I don't know. Anyway, that's all for this update, and I will talk to you again soon. Okay, so we got to Orlando, and we've got still about an hour before Emily's appointment. So, since it's nearby, we have stopped at the Orlando Public Library. I'm across the street at the parking garage, and there is, I don't know, the entrance is right down there somewhere. Anyway, we're going to go in here because they've got a bookstore on the 3rd floor, I think, and I haven't been there in a while. I used to try to come at least once a year, because at least 2 or 3 times a year they have a half price sale where they put everything in the store half off. I don't know that they've done that lately because of COVID, and I don't even know for sure if it's open, but we had some time to spare, so we're gonna go in and see what they have. All right, here's a better shot of the entrance. I don't think I know how to put music over this, so we'll just have to let this do. All right, getting on the elevator. Okay, here's the bookstore. Got kid stuff and YA there, general fiction, lots of paperbacks, all kinds of good stuff. So I got here without my Kindle, so I don't know if I have this one or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a chance. It's $1.50 from the Tales from Grace Chapel Inn, but I just got over here to the R's, And I'm pretty sure that I still need this one. In fact, I just checked it out from the library. Miss Julia Weathers the Storm by Ann B. Ross. So I'm definitely getting... Ooh, and they have Alone by Scott Siglar. I just got Katie last year, the second one in this series, and this is the first one. We've both read all three of these, but I want to get this to help complete her collection. They've got a fun section of mysteries and cozy mysteries, and I'm going to get these two. It's one of the Scrapbook series by Mollie Bryan, and one of the Farmer's Market mysteries, Fruit of All Evil. Okay, we're back in the car. Google Maps says we have about 6 minutes to her dentist's office, and that's about the amount of time we have left. So I will talk to you again soon. Okay, it is 4 p.m. Emily and I can finally go and eat something she is done at the dentist, and I am happy to say I finally just finished this book. Actually, I was on the last page when they called me to come in. I was just waiting in the car. It was fine. It's just a little small office and small waiting room, so it was better just to wait in the car. Anyway, now I can finally move on to my little house books, and I'm so excited. But for now, we are going to drive home. We're going to first get something to eat and drive home, and I'm going to keep listening to the Adriana Trigiani book, Big Stone Gap, and then I'm going to go home, and I'm going to read Young Pioneers. I've got it here in the car, but I didn't quite get to it, but I'm just excited that I finally got Toponymity done. I didn't hate this. It was just hard to get through because it was a little bit dry. I would say I enjoyed the second half a little more than the first half. I mean, it's all alphabetical, so there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's just random, but, well, if you can call something alphabetical random. And it was interesting, and it would be a good reference book, but he doesn't shy away from anything off color or... Emily's taking her shoes off. He doesn't shy away from anything like that, and there's just a lot of attempts at humor that were not that funny. It was a little bit funny, but I don't know. Anyway, I read it, and now I can move on. Good morning. It's Tuesday, 9 a.m., and I have finished my devotional reading for the morning. And Emily is dressed and at the computer watching a video, ready to start school, which is starting right now. So let me make this quick. I finished I did my devotional reading in this book by Lysa TerKeurst this morning, and also read a little bit of chapter 3 in More Than a Carpenter. We're just supposed to read chapter 3 this week for Sunday school, so it has some good divisions within the chapter, so I'm reading a little bit of that over the next few days. And I'm happy to say that in my Bible reading, I am caught up. I'm keeping up. This is so hard to balance with. It's hard to... There we go. Okay. I'm just trying to do this one-handed. So for today, I read Leviticus 4:33 through Leviticus 26:26, so I can cross that off. I am reading the Bible in 90 days and following this plan. So, yay, I'm caught up. Okay, then I'm happy to say that last night I finally did start Young Pioneers. I read about 15 pages, so not a lot, but I think I can probably read most of that today, if not all of it. I know that a few people have already read the whole thing. It's a kid's book, so it's not long, but I got kind of a late start on it last night, and so I'm happy just that I got it started. And I also hope to start this today. I Remember Laura by Stephen W. Hines. And then I'm going to restart Prairie Fires. I listened to some of this. I think I said earlier in the vlog that I sort of listened to this while I was asleep, at least half of it. And I'm going to start over. So I plan to do some organizing today. I don't have anywhere I have to go. And so I'm going to listen to that while I sort through some boxes, which I'm not going to show you at this moment. They're behind me. It's all the boxes of papers that I pulled out of the office back in mid-January when I was doing some organizing and sort of got sidetracked. So I'm going to work on that today while I listen to this, and I'll check in with you later. Okay, while I have a quiet minute, I'm gonna update you on what I've been doing for the last hour, actually hour and 20 minutes. I was ready to film this at 10, but Emily's class is on the computer right behind me in the kitchen, and I could hear them and hear the teacher, and I just decided to wait till they went on break. So I am dressed to my shoes. Fly Lady would be proud. I was tempted to stay in my pajamas, but I put on some sweatpants that have pockets so that I can listen to an audiobook when Emily's not doing school. When she's doing school, I have to kind of keep one ear out. So sometimes I sit with her if she is in wander mode and wants to keep getting up, and sometimes I'm able to get a few things done. So this morning, while she was eating her breakfast and everything, I got out some bins from the garage. It's so exciting to have some empty bins because we had a yard sale back in October and emptied up a bunch of boxes and bins. I did give the boxes away. I posted them on Facebook Marketplace for free, and I had somebody come and take them who was moving. So that's awesome to, reduce, reuse, recycle, and all of that. So anyway, I am going to follow kind of a process from a couple of the decluttering moms on YouTube. Let me go get the paper and show you their plan. Well, I'm just going to read you their plan, and then I'm going to show you how I have kind of modified it to get started with what I'm doing. So Dawn, the minimal mom, she has 5 categories for sorting through paper: to do or action, to file, reference or time will tell, and then toss, and then memory. And then Cassandra, the Clutterbug, I'm assuming that toss is still one of her categories, but she has 5 sorting categories other than toss. She has action, short term, which is bills and statements, long term, like long-term storage files, and a memory bin, and then a reference bin where she puts things like coupons and miscellaneous. So to me, short term and action and all of that is kind of all one category at first when I'm just rough sorting. I think if I tried to break that down any smaller first, I would get kind of bogged down. So I'm just going to rough sort into 4 categories. And within my toss category, I've got 3 categories. So the yellow bin is recycle. The green bin is actual trash, like staples or things that, are not recyclable as far as paper goes. And then behind that, I've got my shred bin, and our shredder is kind of on the fritz right now. I've got a whole box of stuff that's already sorted out to shred, and we're either going to have to get a new shredder. I'm going to take one more look at the shredder because my husband was the one that said it was jammed. So I'm going to look at that and see if it's redeemable, and if not, we'll probably have to get a new one. So then I've got 3 bins here. One of them is memory, because I'm a scrapbooker, so I save a lot of things, not just to go in scrapbooks, but things that will give me clues about when things were, because I'm so behind. So I keep calendars and, all that kind of stuff. So that'll go in there. And then the next bin is file. I made that the smallest bin because I want to keep as little as possible to file, but, I know how I am. And then over here is my action bin, and that's going to be things that either just need to be put away, or, something needs to be done with them, or, it'll eventually be divided up into smaller categories. But for now, if it doesn't go in the file cabinet, and if it's not for scrapbooking, it's going to go in the action bin, or if it's not trash. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to tackle. Okay, over to the right of where I just was are all the boxes that I brought in here from the office. Now that Target box that's in the middle, that's the shredding. So I don't have to go through that. But everything else is just random stuff. Now I think a couple of these boxes I have already designated. Like, this is not my first day doing this. It's the first day in a while. And I remember sometime last year pulling out some things and sifting out and getting rid of some stuff, but only a couple of these boxes are actually divided into actual files. I think that brown box there is divided into files, and maybe one of the newer file boxes that looks like a trellis there in the back. So anyway, oh, and then to the left, those are, I just stuck those over there. Those are books to give away or to send out, or my Christmas books are in the white box on the bottom. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to tackle today, and I'm just going to try to get through it and do a rough sort. Obviously, everything from in here is not going to fit in those bins that I just showed you, but I'm just going to do what I can get done. You know, I didn't get it all in here in a day, and I'm not going to get it all out in a day, but I'm going to see what I can get done. Well, I said I didn't have anywhere to go today, but I remembered I needed to mail a couple of things at the post office. So I'm doing that right now while Katie's home. She's back from her class, but she has to leave in a little while to go to color guard practice. So while I'm out, while I have time, I may as well run up to the library because I ordered something and it's in. I don't even remember what. But then I've got to get back home and get busy with those papers. So I just thought I would check in. And when I'm done at the library, I may show you whatever it is that I'm going to pick up because I can't even remember at this point. I just came out of the library. Here's what I ordered. You know, it is the Little House Readathon, and I'm not going to repeat the title of that out loud for reasons. So anyway, I saw that on Hoopla on audio, and I thought, why not just go ahead and order it? I may or may not get to it, but I've been curious about it for a while because Alison Arngrim does seem to have really embraced her life as Nellie Oleson and all that that entails. Every time I've seen her interviewed, she has just been very, just very cool about all of it. So anyway, I've been curious about the book for a while, and I did order a couple of others, but they're still in transit that are related. And I don't know, I might just go ahead and keep listening to Little House books throughout the week, but I'm probably going to end this vlog here pretty soon, and in fact I might even just end it here. Why don't I? Because I want to go ahead and get this uploaded today. I am going to keep working on my organizing projects and reading some more, but I will do a wrap-up once the Little House Readathon is over, which is tomorrow, and I'll let you know what I ended up finishing. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.